Hey, this is your boy Robert Brown with BRB TV. Hey, I got a message for not only the supporters, but you, Mr. Sanders, and all Hillary supporters. Now, first of all, I want to tell everybody, get your chin up, get your head out your behind. This thing ain't over with. All right, not by a long shot. All I have to do is say a couple words. FBI investigation that's going on right now. No politician, no political leader need to be running for office on the FBI investigation. That is a sad case for American leadership when it comes to other people in the world. That your particular soon-to-be leader, maybe your leader, is on the FBI investigation. Not only is she an FBI investigation, State Department has got on about some things. She's broken some laws with the State Department or some bylaws from the State Department. And then just came out was the thing about the Hillary allowing this guy who donated money into the Clinton Foundation to sit on the board of her nuclear program. So I keep telling you guys, as the time goes by, these things going to roll out, these scandals. The emails are out. Guccifer has hacked the system. Russia has some of our information. WikiLeaks are leaking these things out, not to mention Anonymous. These things are going to be coming out on a daily, exposing her for who she is. And eventually, unless she's just a narcissist, care nothing but herself, nobody else but herself type of person, she will continue to stay in this thing. And I don't care if you try to stay in this thing or not, baby. You will sit down. You will come to heel. Now, first of all, get your head out your behind. The man said yesterday when he become president. Now, you're not talking about 4 years. Bernie's getting up there, you know, so it's time for him to start retiring. I want a man at least get 4 years in and then retire with his family. But I don't think this brother got a retire button. So the man said yesterday, when I become president. So obviously he still believes he has a shot. I know he has a shot. You know he has a shot. You know the media's lying. You know Hillary hasn't clinched the magic number. You know they poll the delegates, and you can't poll the delegates and use that as a vote. So, and people buying this in the media, that just shows how dumb people can be. Stop letting the media tell you that this thing is in the bag. Oh, okay, so what? She got endorsed from President Obama. She's supposed to get endorsed by President Obama. He's a Democrat. So Democrats gonna look out for Democrats. It's just like a cop. I don't care if you're a racist cop. Cops look out for cops. Cops don't rat out on each other. And Dems don't rat out on Dems. It's like a game. So you're upset because, oh man, I'm crushed. Oh, Elizabeth Warren endorsed Hillary Clinton. Didn't you see my last show where I said, will Bernie Sanders supporters support Hillary Clinton? And I told you, hell no. By the way, Pastor, Ma, I don't cuss much, but I'm going to be cussing on this one. So I apologize in advance. So like I said, get your head out your ass. This thing is not over with. Bernie has not conceded. He is not going to concede. He is not a quitter. He's not going to be pressured by Dems who don't want him to be in this thing in the first place. They didn't want him to be in this thing from day one. He was an outcast, a renegade, and the nerves of him to challenge the queen, the one we want to coordinate. Let's give her about 500 superdelegates because we expect her to win. The nerves of him getting in this fight. So just like I said in my last episode, Bernie said, you knew this was going to be a tough road. But I applaud the man because he was like, well, just bring it, baby. Just bring it. I'm doing it. And he did it. He did it. He came from 60 points behind to neck and neck. The boy is bad. He's chipped away from the Democratic base, and now he's about 46% of the Dem. Right now, the poll came out that 40% of the Dems say if he run third party, it's on. They're joining him. Now, that's why they don't want him to go anywhere. So they're going to cow down. Don't look at this. Just because he look weak, it could be a sucker setup. Of course, I'm going to look like I'm weak. But I'm going to hit you with an uppercut when you least suspect it. And I'm going to knock your butt out. And that's what's going on right now. Bernie Sanders is quiet. He's still campaigning. Of course, don't let the silence fool you, baby. Of course, he talked to Obama. Now, from what I heard, and there's sources at InfoWars. I'm not a big fan of InfoWars. But they said that sources inside said Obama struck a deal with Hillary Clinton for him to run as her VP. And of course, my man, you know what he did? He turned it down. That's right. I'm not selling out for you. You're not going to use my supporters to get you nominated. No, if you're going to get nominated, baby, you're going to get nominated on your own. But aren't you going to, I expect you to come out and tell your supporters to support me. I'm not their daddy. They got a free will. They see your history. And the reason they not vote for you is the history. They don't like who you are. You're everything that they're against. Why would they vote and why would I? I'm not going to sell out and do that. And I'm telling you, Mr. Sanders, I got a message for you. I know you're not a sellout. I know you never cow down. You're a man of principle, a man of conviction. You've always been that way. I've checked your record. I've seen you in action. And you ain't going to sell up and kiss up to nobody. And when the Iraq war was going down, everybody left you in that room by yourself, and you still gave that speech as if people were still in that room. Proving that, look, y'all can walk out together. This is wrong. This is wrong. I ain't doing it. So you do it, the blood is on your hand. And this is how this election is. And I speak for many of you Bernie supporters. I will never, ever vote for Clinton. Because just like Jill Stein said, what Donald Trump claimed to do, she's already did. She may not did it up front in America, but she's done it to other countries. She's minimized kids, children, grandparents, of other countries, slaughtered those countries. Those countries are dried out, destitute, no hope, no future, because she came in there and got her greedy hands in there and messed up Honduras, messed up Libya, messed up Haiti, messed up the Palestinian people, messed up Syria, and messed up Afghanistan and Iraq. Yes, her. In America, your time is coming soon if she becomes president. See, most people don't know the entire history of the Clintons. And they don't even want to go because they don't want to know the truth. They can't handle the truth. See, I was like that. I didn't want to hear, man, the Clintons were golden, man, not in my hood. But when I looked behind the veil of politics, I saw the Clintons, the real Clintons, good and bad, pretty and ugly. And I saw more ugly than pretty, especially when they deal with my brothers, who I know personally, who got locked up for stupid stuff like having a bag of weed, not bothering nobody, and in jail to this day trying to survive. All because of the crime bill, all because of the welfare reform. People I know struggling. Couldn't even get food stamps because they were throwing off food stamps because they tried to go to a job program and didn't qualify for the job, or they didn't meet the deadline, or the job said no and they got them off welfare, so they had to find other ways of making money to feed their children. So no, I would never ever vote for Hillary. And Senator Warren, for a person who claimed to be progressive, that you're going to fight against the machine, you're going to fight against Wall Street, and you support the biggest puppet of Wall Street of all times, is disgusting. It's a shame. It's a doggone shame. I thought you were progressive, but now you just turned into a corporate shill. So you can talk all you can talk now, but nobody's going to be listening. You may have a couple victories, but we're going to believe those victories will be tainted by something in your pocket because you're joining the corporate Democrat. You just endorsed a corporate Democrat. Where were you when Mr. Sanders needed you? Your brother in arms fighting against the machine, getting smeared in public for being a real rebel, trying to help people out who needed you the most. And right at the last end, you wait for Obama to, who he gonna endorse, and then you endorse him. Piggyback rider, it's a shame. Shame on you. President Obama, you. I love you, man. You're my brother. But I got to tell it like a T.I. is, man. For you to be a sitting president, make an endorsement while she got an FBI investigation looming over her head, this is going to tarnish your legacy. You're letting this woman tarnish who you really are. You came into this thing as hope and change, and I'll be transparent. And you endorsed the most secretive, most protected woman. She don't want to pull out the transcripts. She wiped the email server clean to keep people from knowing what she know about other countries or other people. And that's just the beginning. Here it is, Miss Secretive herself, and you're going to endorse her, and you're supposed to be, I'm going to have transparency in my administration. What happened to that? What happened to that in the second administration? No, you took more money from Wall Street than anybody when you could have got it from Obama, from America, like you did the first time, like Bernie did. So, back to my Bernie support. Get your head out your behind. This thing ain't over. Get your head out your behind. It's not over with. And stop looking doom and gloom. Until that man concede, then it's over with. And it's still not over because you don't have to support the lesser of two evils. You don't have to support Hillary Clinton. You don't have to support Donald Trump. There's other ones out there. This will be a four-man race. And these other two are racing to get on the ticket. And it's a shame that they're fighting hard to drown them out when they can really help this country. And last one, I want to talk about this right now, about this so-called Nader effect. Let me tell you something. First of all, Mr. Sanders, I love you. Love you, man. I love you. We love you. We got your back. You done for us. You put out more for the regular people. Your platform is more conducive, more, I don't know the word for it because I'm not a big word guy, but it is so conducive for the working man, to the average man and woman out here, the average American. We know you got our back. We know they don't have our back. And you got to get the lawyers on the voting. The voter suppression in New York and the voter suppression in California is huge. And they calling this thing for somebody again when they haven't even finished counting the ballots. Over 6 million ballots. So I know you think, well, I thought these people were on my side. Don't let them fool you. These people voted for you, but you're not going to see the count. So there's some people out there making lawsuits. And if we have to fund you as your supporters to broaden this thing out and have them look at every state ballot inch by inch, you need to do it. Certified or not, you got to do it. Because I believe, and many of your supporters believe, this thing was stolen from you. The vote system that they use for voting is hackable and can be tampered with. In the purging of the rolls, in the mail-in ballots that get stolen out, you need to check in this thing because you've been winning, man, and you've been winning by a landslide, and you've been packing out. How in the world a woman who can't even pack in a high school gym beat a man who's packing out stadium like you two or Janet Jackson, somebody, Beyonce? Come on, man. They stealing this from you, and you can't let them. We're not going to let them because we're going to start filing suits. What happened to the exit polls in California? They cut them out because they didn't want you to see how much they're going to stick it to you. So they cut off the exit poll. And the exit poll is the best way to gauge whether this thing being rigged or not. And we've seen exit poll after exit poll after exit poll. You're dominating. Then all of a sudden she ended up being the winner. D-Vote is the electronic system that they've been using to manipulate it. They're stealing this from us. You are the people's president, elected or not. The people want you, the world wants you, and we are supporting you. Win, lose, or draw. They're trying to steal this from you, and you cannot. I've seen you go to toe-to-toe with people on that Senate floor. Don't you dare start weakening out and being quiet right now. Please. Now, I know, who am I to tell? I mean, you're like Muhammad Ali in his prime. In your elderly age, you're still kicking butt. But sometimes you need talking to. Get your butt up. Get your chest back out. Hold your head high. Who gives a damn about Obama supporting Hillary Clinton? Who gives a damn about Elizabeth Warren supporting Hillary Clinton? They Democrats. They're a club. They're a gang. They're supposed to support one another. No matter how tarnished, how bad, how corrupt they are, they're going to have their back. You're independent caucusing with the Democrats. Just because you're running on the Democrats stage don't mean they like you. Don't mean they want you. They don't want you for the simple fact that you are the essence of change. Obama talked about change, got in the office, changed some things, but as soon as we lost the Senate seat and the Republicans came and took over, he cowed down, and the change, even though he had the Republican blockage, change was kind of hard for him. You are the essence of change. The reason they don't want you is because they know you're going to change. When I'm talking about they, I'm talking about the Democrats. They know that you will change this thing. They know you know what you mean, and you mean what you say, and you're not playing. You came for business. You plan on changing the system. You are the essence of change. You are a change agent, a real changer, a real world changer. And they don't want that. They want her girl to seem like she's gonna be that way, and she ain't gonna change nothing. She ain't gonna make change. Somebody asked her for $1. She want me to get change. So get your head out your ass, Sanders supporters. Get your chest up. Let's move forward. Let's march forward. Bernie needs us more than ever. Let's send them emails. Let's call them. Let's push them on. Let's continue to go out and support. Let's continue to make phone calls. Let's continue to push this thing. Let's call the super delegates and push them. Let's keep doing this thing. It ain't over because he ain't quitting. And if he ain't quitting, we ain't quitting. And even if he was to quit, and you bet not quit, we ain't gonna quit. This thing's going on. Because we know this thing has been taken away from the people. They're robbing you of what you need to have to make true changes. And they robbing us of the man who will get the job done. Really, really get the job done and not just say it. So, I'm talking to the supporters and I'm talking to you, Mr. Senator. Oh, everybody, get your head out the crack of your behind. Stick your head up high. Put your chest on. Put on your armor, which is unity and strength. And continue to march forward to the DNC convention and take your claim. Bernie Sanders said this: the way we make real change is not by me, is by all of us collectively standing in front of the establishment saying, either you do it this way or you're gone. This is what he means. It's on us now. He's going to the convention. Are you? Are you going to take the time out of your schedule? See, it's not far from me because I'm not far from Philly. Chinese bus, $11. No offense to Chinese, but that's what they call them in New York. $11, I'm there. Are you going to take the time out to sow into your country by supporting this man and getting out there and push hard for Bernie Sanders? Now, last but not least, if push comes to shove, Senator Sanders, I know you made a so-called pledge, but let me tell you something. Pledging to a party is crap. It's BS. Why would you make a pledge? You're a man with your own decision, your own choice. I'm not pledging nothing. Either you let me on the platform or not. I'm not pledging nothing. Forget that pledge. Your pledge is for the people who donated money to you, the people who push you on, who campaigned for you, who struggled, who took it on the chin for you. Those are who you're pledging to. And hashtag everybody, people before party. People before party. People before party. People before party. The people come before the DNC and the people come before RNC. It's all about the people of this country, not party. So stop trying to kiss up to the party. Stop trying to agree with the party. Stop trying to negotiate with the party. If they're not willing to listen to the people, then you need to give them the middle finger. It don't have to be this one. It can be this one, or it can be, give them something. So soldiers, Berners bust. Berners bust mean I will never ever vote for Clinton. I will never ever vote for Trump. There is more choices out there, and even if there wasn't none, I can write in. Oh, the write in is not gonna work. That's your problem. That's your problem. If you can't fix it where I can write in whoever I want to write, then we have a problem with the electoral system. And if we can't have a first choice, second choice voting process, then there's something wrong with our electoral system and we need to make change. So go somewhere with that. Oh, you're going to hand it over to, if Bernie Sanders run independent, I want to end with there. If you have to go against your pledge, which that pledge don't mean nothing. If I had that pledge right now, I put it in the toilet and I tell you what I do with it. Because pledges don't mean nothing. Pledges just mean you're selling yourself out. You're not a sellout. You're going to sell yourself out to the Democratic Party over the people? No, your allegiance is to your people. And people before party. And if you need to say that on stage and wow the crowd, or say that on TV and put a jolt to your supporters and let you know that you're more important than my party, that ain't my party anyway. I don't want that party. I came to change that party. I came to restructure that party. And they won't let me, so I don't need them. All I need is you people. All I need is the American people. And you got us. You got us, sir. You got us. So don't you dare turn your back. If anybody you turn your back on, and anybody you give up on, it's the Democratic Party. You can run third party. Everybody. Bernie Sanders is not a nader. and will never be.